Hi, I'm Bill Ritchie, and I'm making a little video to show packing a box for Ulises Carrion, an artist who passed away in 1989 and who left me with a bunch of videotapes and memorabilia, and I'm going to pack this up and send it to Mexico. Carrion was a Mexican artist, and this is going home, in a sense, to another scholar in Mexico to put together for a library study or project or book, I don't know what, down in Mexico. So join me as I pack the box and you'll see what it is I'm using. Here's the stack of tapes. Already I've made a DVD of the video, which is his one called Bookworks Revisited with Ulises Carrion. I produced this back in, I don't remember when, and now in the year 2010 I made a DVD of it. So that's going in. This is sort of the icing on the cake, which I'm going to save after I pack up the videotapes. Here are the master tapes. These are one-of-a-kind copies of the videos from the time that Ulises was here in Washington State talking at the Evergreen State College. While he talked, the students made a recording of his lecture, and it focused on one of his main projects, which is a 36-minute video called Bookworks Revisited. And that tape is, of course, the master for the DVD I just showed you. So into the box it goes. These are all working dubs and copies that I made producing the original videotape. This box will weigh 17 pounds when it's all completed. I'm also throwing in a VHS copy that I found that had not been sold in the days that I had a videotape. My wife and I had a video company in our basement. So that can go along too. And another case from an older version of it, but actually empty. But what the heck. And this is the icing on the cake. This book is all of my working notes, all of my grant applications, all of my attempts to produce a book in 1992, several years after Ulises passed away. And I intended to make good on our agreement to produce the video. But unfortunately, I never found the money, and it didn't happen. Now that's getting a second chance, going off to Mexico. Here, for example, are all the letters and postcards that I got from Ulises, his curriculum vitae, the full transcript of all the videos, and his lecture with his diagrams. So it's really a nice collection for, oh, there's even a little copy of his entry into our guest book. We had a bed and breakfast at the time. He was in Washington in 1987, and he wrote this note. This is a copy because I have the original guest book in our collection. So there it is, and at the last minute I decided that I'd throw in a couple of extras. This is not a book by Ulises Carrion. It's a book by Dennis Evans, but it's an artist, it's a bookwork of the kind that Ulises is talking about, and it was made in 1980. It gives you an idea of the kind of activity that was going on in the artist book world in Seattle. Not much to show here in a hurry. The artists in Seattle were following some of the trends that Ulises had pointed out in the early 80s. So I'm just going to throw that in as a kind of sample and another gift to the university. And last but not least, a little collection of artist trading cards that I made of my own work. The scholar in Mexico commented that he didn't know much about my work, so I thought, well, I'll just send him something current, which are artist trading cards. And that's all. Thanks for looking at me packing a box on its way to Mexico for work on the Ulises Carrion saga. I'm Bill Ritchie. Thanks for watching.